and welcome back to LucasLack124. Today we're going to be taking the
18
Sega Genesis consoles and, well, testing them out, performing the processes detailed in an earlier video. The card should be, like, up there. And, well, let's just see what happens. So that is quite a lot of Sega Genesis consoles.
18
In fact. That's right, we have
18
Sega Genesis consoles here. Well, firstly, because we have so many Generation 1 consoles, we're going to test each Generation 1 console. And then the Generation 2s to see what works, see what doesn't, and see what we need to do to fix them. Well, it's going to take a little bit of work to get this to a condition which is usable for testing, so let's do that now. Whoa, before we test this, we need a good identification system. We need to be able to know which system is which, and I have come up with the perfect plan. Be careful, and here's my plan. Foolproof, I know, foolproof. Okay, for our first Sega Genesis tested, of course, Sonic will be the game that we test for all of these guys. Let's turn him on. Wah, wah, wah. That's a no boot. On to the next. This is more for my reference than yours. But for now, we're gonna add to those labels not just numbers, but also whether the consoles are working or not. Okay, and now we have the second one. Let's test it out. And we get a completely white screen. Number 2, as its name suggests, doesn't work. Onto our third console, we get Sega. It's our first check. And next we have console 4. Let's turn it on and see what we get. And that is a whole lot of nothing. Well, only one thing to do. Actually, no, I was just joking. Apparently, I just had to clean the contacts a little bit, or rather, blow in the cartridge. Yeah, that's really what I did. And now we get Sega. Okay, here we are at console 5. Let's plug it in and turn it on, try it out. And what do you know? It works. Okay. Here's console number 6. Let's try it out. And yep, we get no response whatsoever from that guy. A fail. Okay, we're 3 and 3 right now. Will the 7th console be the change? Well, let's stick in Sonic, turn it on, and see what we get. And what do you know? Sega! It's a working console. And here's console number 8. 9. And it works. 10. What? 11. 12. I'll try it out. Okay, after testing the first 12 Sega Genesis consoles that I have, all the first gens, we have 4 non-working consoles and 8 working consoles. That's only about a 2/3, well, that is a 2/3 success rate. But then again, this is before we've even fixed the consoles. All we've done is what I did in part 1 of the video and cleaned them up. So, let's go to the Gen 2s, and this is where things get a bit janky. Okay, I'll be honest with you. With these second gens, just so you know, that's our 13th motherboard. This is where things get a bit of janky. So I don't actually have a working power supply for these guys. I only have a non-working power supply. So what we're going to do is we're going to use an equivalent power supply with the bare leads. It's going to be hard to pilot the camera like this. So let's put it up. Just so you know, this is console 13. With this janky setup, we're going to be testing lucky number 13. And it actually works. However, you can see that there's some pretty big issues with the video output of this. That's because this board has some crud all over it, so we'll have to fix that in the future. Number 13 is indeed a check. The next janky console is console number 14. And, again with a bit of a grounding issue, it functions perfectly. It functions. Okay, here's jank number 15. Let's test it out. Does it work? And what do you know? Sega Enterprises. Sega. And it works. Wow, we've been having pretty good luck with these second gens, haven't we? Alright, I don't know if you can see this out of the corner of your eye, but this thing's disgusting. Anyway, this is console number 16. Well, sadly, despite my best efforts, I cannot get this one to work. So that will be the first of the non-workings of our second-gen consoles. Alright, we're up to console 17. Let's try console 17 out and see if it works. One of only 2 consoles left. And it seems that this one is only half functioning. When I turn it on, it gets to the Sega Enterprises logo, but does not load the game. I would expect that to mean a faulty cartridge port, or at least an insufficiently working one. So we might want to look at that right there when we test this further in the future. What this does mean, though, is that sadly, console number 17 is going to have to be a non-functional one. Alright, it's console number 18, the last of our 18 Sega Genesis consoles that we have to restore. Well, will it work? Alright, we're getting nothing. Nothing from this one. Sadly, console 18 is going to have to be another non-functioning. However, I can kind of diagnose the problem right away. You might not be able to see it without a zoom, but there's some crust. Lots of crust. You know what they say about crusts in electronics. Okay, of our 18 starting Sega Genesis consoles, we have 11 working, by extension 7 non-working, and of those non-working, 4 of them are first generation, 4 of them are second generation. I believe 3 of the non-workings first generation are the OG, the HD graphics ones, the ones with the worst graphics with the best sound, and the thick Motorola chip. And these guys of the working ones, we only have 3 second generation, and the rest are first generation. So this thus will conclude this episode of restoring 17, but actually 18, but actually 19 Sega Genesis consoles. In the next video, we'll be troubleshooting the non-functioning consoles, and then in the video after that, we're expected to sell them off for a decent price. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Jank, 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 jank.